Welcome, everybody, to the Black Pony Amateur League. Tonight, we have one of our most experienced teams in the league, I would say, alongside our newest. We have Team XGN, probably one of the top contenders for our next championship matchup. And they're going to be playing against not XGN, despite the gamer tags. They're playing against Team Total Chaos, a.k.a. TK. So, yeah, we're looking forward to a new team. Welcome to the league. We will probably be showcasing a handful of new teams and probably adding one or two into the league at some point. For those of you who didn't know, you can also follow us on Twitter at Black Pony Gaming, or you can go to the website where after this stream I will be posting the link to our new store. We had requests for people who wanted an MVP trophy. I apologize. The place that hosts our store has no trophies, but I added up two things there that I thought would be cool as a trophy. One is an MVP dog tag with the Black Pony logo. So the idea is every time you win an MVP, you can get an extra dog tag. They can be for people in our league or in your own leagues at home. So don't feel like only people in the the Black Pony Amateur League, can buy MVP gear. The other one is simply a sticker because it's the cheapest thing I could find on there and thought that would be cool. Alrighty. And
let's get into it.
We are going to go ahead and get started. We're starting off on a fringe hardpoint. Obviously, can't have a fringe hardpoint without talking about the silo spawn. So we're going to look forward to something in a line about how the KN is an underrated AR. I know we've gotten lots of jabs about how that has been repeatedly mentioned more than once on the stream. And you know what?
Hey.
We're comfortable with that. We're okay with it.
Listen.
You ever hear Kobe stop talking about the importance of free throws? No.
Oh, well, he talks about the importance of taking shots and missing, but other than that.
But you know what? He took another shot. He would take enough shots to win.
Listen, sooner or later, we're going to see one team just hold down the spawns for an entire game. And I'll tell you one thing about that team, they'll win.
You know what? I kind of appreciated the thermal silent dingo the other night with our man. Yeah. I think it was who was it?
Oh, I don't remember, but
it was one of them holding down the trigger and just he was cutting off one of the lanes into mid bomb site by holding the trigger and just shooting through the doorway so no one could come out. And I really appreciate that.
That'll work. Nothing really crazy in the band protects yet, although we did see an M8 protect. Okay, good. Cerberus band, something unique and original.
Well,
I've been seeing some Cerberus bands. I don't know.
Really? Because I haven't.
I have, actually. I've seen a few in some of the games that Kenny and I have played. Seen some Cerberus bands, which, you know, I mean, it makes, I guess I get it. It's very annoying when the other team drops a Cerberus on you, but I mean, how much do you really see that? Not a ton, but you know, we'll you know, this TK team is new, so new team, new bands. We'll let's let it ride and see if it comes into play at all. Other than that, nothing really jumped out at me from that band protect. Other than I saw a shotgun band, but nothing jumped out at me as really crazy other than the shotgun and the Cerberus maybe. So hopefully someone will do something unique with the specialists other than gravity spikes. First two picks.
Absolutely. That makes me feel excellent. I love the gravity spike. That's my favorite specialist. We joked about this earlier. I don't think there's a specialist kill or any kill. I mean, maybe like a good grenade. There's not a specialist kill out there that is more satisfying than a gravity spike. The Purifier is kind of satisfying. The Tempest isn't bad. I actually get a lot of pleasure out of shooting people with arrows, but
no camo for either team. Interestingly,
I'm okay with that. I really am. I would take kinetic and a heat wave before I would camo. We've talked about this a few times with what guns you select.
I'd take it over gravity spike.
Don't even start with the gravity spikes. There's going to be a big gravity spikes. We're going to see a play where somebody is going to break a hill with a gravity spike. It happens every game. How can we? You got to think about this. Like the other night, I was running a Purifier, and I got I think it was a triple kill, and we broke a hill with Purifier, and then I immediately died. And I was like, you know what? What a successful Purifier. I broke the hill. How many times do we see people do that with a gravity spike where they break a hill with the gravity spike, and guess what? It charges twice as fast. You can get 3 gravity
Well, not
spikes in a
much in
game.
this league because they ban the gravity spikes frequently, so
Yeah,
we don't see it that much,
because
to
it's
be
that
honest.
good. It's that good.
I
Don't
mean,
hate the gravity spike.
I
Don't
won't.
hate it.
I won't. I will not hate on it because I have seen it be useful. That is for sure. So I can't. I joke on it a little bit, but I can't. I can't say I've never seen it be useful. Here's what I'm looking for in this game. The tax made it again, and that's a common theme in our league, but also just in general when you're playing arena. As we played more and more, tax keep making it in, and people don't use them, and they don't use tac mask. And I really think if tax make it in, it should be one of your top priorities to get them into your classes, especially in hardpoint, because if this other team doesn't run a tac mask on you, then you can really have an advantage right off the bat with a flashbang or a concussion. And then if they start using tac mask, have another class ready where you don't have your tacticals equipped. But I definitely think you need to have a class ready with at least one, probably double tax, to be honest.
Yeah, and there's different opinions. I'll be honest with you, man. I don't really use tac mask too much.
Oh, I don't either, but that's because no one.
We
Mm, sure, why not? It's fine. All right.
You've got your orders,
I'm looking through
soldier.
the gun classes here. You see anything interesting yet?
Capture the objective. Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint.
Aviator just dropped.
Yeah, go ahead and give him a restart. Give him a restart.
We don't reward failure. RTB for debrief and reassess.
All right, we're gonna restart.
And execute.
Threat down.
That's that guy's fault for getting in our party.
Yeah, I don't know how to change I need to change the party settings. to
Boo,
private.
aviator. That's fine. It's no big deal.
Metal everything.
I'm gonna go with same bands though.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. All I remember is that there was a Cerberus and a shotgun band.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and restart this one.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, get it together, aviator.
Yeah. They can kick out their sub if they'd like. Sorry, Lex. It's up to you guys though.
Yeah, I was wondering how they're gonna do that. They should be like, hey, guess what? You're out.
Yeah, it's
That guy's
kind of
gonna
like
feel
a.
bad.
That's kind of it's like those. It's like the rookies. They get called up to the majors for like a day, and then they sign somebody and they send them back, and it's like, hey man, you were AAA and we loved you and we wanted to bring you to the majors, but now you're gone. So yeah, we apologize to Lex, man. They kind of did you
Lex has
dirty
some
there.
decent
They brought you
stats.
into the game.
Yeah, they did. I was about to say Lex has a 2.33 KD with the Weevil, but he only has 7 kills with it, so I was about to be
Hey,
real
but
impressed.
is it a 2.3 kill death?
It is. I was about to be really impressed by that.
Hey, my kill death with the Ripper is 7. 7.0 with the
Okay.
Ripper, boys. Because I have like,
Whatever.
yeah, but I have like 80 kills and like 15 deaths or something like that. I've barely ever used it. All right.
Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah. Well, we got to get, is Aviator on the right team? All right. I guess they're
He's on
not
the
going to do
right
their
team
sub.
now.
All right. Too late.
Oh.
Too late now.
I'm calling a 40 bomb for Lex. Watch. Hopefully they can just be on their honor to ban and protect the same thing, because I honestly don't remember much other than the Cerberus and shotgun. So
It was mostly
there was
guns,
a Man
I
of War.
believe.
Yeah.
Man of War was out. I know Rapid and High
Vesper
Cal
was
were
out,
both.
yeah.
Vesper, MA.
MA was protected. Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
The next were a High Cal and Rapid. They don't have to do them in the order. Just ban and protect whatever you banned in the first place.
Yeah.
There's the Cerberus.
Okay.
So I think we're
All
good.
right, looks good. Yeah.
All right, take 2. Fringe
Let's
Hardpoint.
talk about spawns again.
No, I think we've covered spawns. Other than
We've
spawns,
had enough spawns.
what
for
are
one
what are
day.
keys to the game here? Actually, let's talk about something new.
Specialists.
We always do keys to the game. I want to do a new topic here because I was thinking about this. What is your best gun setup? What is your best team setup in terms of the sub to AR split?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
kind of let's talk a little bit about how we run that. We run
Okay, so
2-2 most of the time, or 3-1 when we're playing with people.
yeah, and a lot of it depends on the map as well. Depends on the map and what the strengths of your team are. On Fringe, you can go a little bit more, and depends on the game mode as well. On any hardpoint game, you're gonna want some sub presence, because you need someone in the hill getting kills. You have
Yep.
to have it. So you need someone who's comfortable with a sub, basically the opposite of me, in the hill getting kills.
Okay.
We've seen different things work as far as the number of ARs or number of subs. I think in this league we've seen a lot more subs actually, which is fine.
have.
I don't know that there's a better or worse way to do it. I think it depends on what you're comfortable with. I think you need one guy who can kind of be a stationary AR, which is something that I try to do for us. And their job is basically to fight for spawns and put a ton of bullets onto people around the hard point from power positions. So in a perfect world, your stationary AR is using something like an M8 or a Shiva or something that they can stay at a distance with. They're putting bullets on people in and around the hard point, and your sub guy in the hard point is picking up all those kills and just giving you a ton of assists as that stationary AR. I always say that the best game an AR player can have is one where they have a ton of assists, even though they don't track that stat. So that's what I would probably do with my gun setups per team, but I don't know if there's a formula that's like on this map or in this scenario definitely do this. I think Fringe lends itself to more ARs. A map like Evac lends itself to more subs. So I would say a lot of it depends on the map.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that Fringe is one of the few hard points where I'm kind of okay with a 1 AR 3 sub setup, if that's what you want to run. We watched Viral dominate this map more than once with 4 subs.
All VMPs, yeah, and that's unusual though. I feel like
they do it with
if you do that
Kudas
on a map like this.
They had a game they won about a week ago where they ran 4 Kudas and they just owned it.
Kuda's a little different. It's got a little bit more range to it, but if you're playing a team, you should, if your team's going 4 subs, that team should have trouble with another team who can use an AR effectively. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
it should be a weakness. It's not always, but it should be.
I agree. And I think speaking of like ARs and responsibilities, things like that, I actually believe that one of the kind of the vital mistakes people make when they're running subs in the hard point is that they move too much. And you'll see guys who feel like they have to like scramble through the hard point getting kills. I think when you have a sub player in the hard point, sometimes you need to move around, but more often than not, I'm okay with seeing someone who just sits in the hard point and checks one lane, one door, one window, whatever it is. Just checks one of them.
All right, Aviator,
So-
you got to get yourself in here, brother.
Yeah, he said if he drops out, they'll play a man down, and Relic is going to try to jump in, but if not, they're playing a man down. So he said, I know that's kind of ballsy.
climb.
I kind of appreciate them putting that out there, but we'll
All
see.
right, Captain Awesome is using the Shiva, so let's see if he is going to kind of play that role that I just talked about. Yeah, Aviator's
goes
timed out,
Aviator.
unfortunately. So
Well, we told him if Relic
right,
wants to try and
XGN.
get in, he can, but otherwise they're playing 3-on-4. All
Cool.
right.
Lex starts off with a team kill. I think he's upset that they're going to drop into the next game, so the first thing he does is team kill.
I appreciate it, Lex. Good job, buddy. Early time going to TK. They got about a 10-second lead. We are now on with Jax, who's doing a little bit of work in the hard point behind the big truck. All
Yeah,
right.
if you look at what TK is doing, they're doing exactly what we talked about. They've got one guy kind of playing a more stationary role in Captain Awesome, and then they've got Jax, who is using an HVK, which is more of a mobile AR, along with their two subs. So this is exactly the type of setup we just talked about being effective in hardpoint. So Captain Awesome, I think, would be an interesting guy to watch because he's really, kind of personifying exactly what you and I just talked about. And you're going to see him like on the outside of hard points, picking guys off, like just being a little bit sneaky and playing slow.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at Jax starting off 7-2 before, of course, we go on the POV and jinx him. But that first rotation, there wasn't a whole lot of hill time picked up. I mean, there was about 15 seconds on that entire hill. So.
Oh, Relic got it.
Lot.
Excellent.
Yeah, Relic jumped in.
Now we got a
and
4v4.
So yeah, we're back to 4v4. He jumped in right at the end of that hard point. So he's doing a little bit of work now.
Comes in
and
with a two-piece. All right,
comes in
Relic.
strong. Starts off the game pretty strong there. XGN battles back, kind of makes up the deficit that they lost early there. We are now on with Jax in the hard point, picking up the scrap time. XGN is going to abandon the hill.
Spawns. Here
And
comes
so is
Relic. This is the
TK.
man after my heart. Look what he's doing. He's at the silos right now.
He
Holding
is,
down
and
this spawn.
This is going to give
crucial.
you the it's our
easiest kill in the
minimum
game right here. What he's doing.
our minimum one live mention of the importance of spawns per hardpoint. So we can go ahead and use that now as Relic is holding down silos, but they're going to try and rotate and take him out. Doesn't quite.
His positioning is too
in.
good. These are the easiest kills in the game. This hardpoint in the spot he's in right now. You want to pump your stats up? Play this spot right here. Right as I say that, of course he does.
Yeah. So second hill definitely going to XG. Well, actually no. TK took it. It's probably split right now in terms of time. We are on with Jax, who's doing work in there. Doing work with the HVK. Another gun that I really like. Doesn't get enough love. You see a little more of it than the KN. Captain Awesome laying down Shiva shots. And as we switch over to Vice, he's going to move into the hard point. He has his HC, but he's not using it. He's going to break the hill and bring it back to TK, who's going to rack up probably a good... Oh, he pushes out. He pushes out. Why? You didn't need
Well, I
to.
think he was going to the next hill, I think.
Okay, time was about up. All right, fair enough.
Little
Fair
did he
enough.
know Dizzy Drop Shot was laying down Weevil shots all over the place. And that's 3
So-
down, though, for TK. This is a chance to get some time.
Our second favorite name in the league, the White Hammer, is just... Oh my gosh, he flanked their entire team. He flanks the entire team.
He's 200 off a Talon.
200 off his Talon. I don't think he's going to get it, though. He's about to fall right now. So XGN builds up about a 50-ish second lead, moving 40-ish second lead as we are halfway through the last hill of the first rotation. We are on with White Hammer, but we're going to switch on over to Monkey. Give Monkey a little bit of love. We haven't seen him yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen
They have
Monkey.
already rotated to first spawn of the second rotation. Or, I'm sorry, the first hill of the second rotation. I believe Monkey's wearing flak for you, Dave. So you have a reason to
Good.
love him too.
You know what, though? I haven't seen a lot of tack usage, which is something that we talked about. Maybe I've missed it, but I certainly haven't seen much tack usage. I just think you've got to have that capability to use tack and throw some flashbangs. If you're winging flashbangs in the middle of this hard point, it's very breakable. But, oh, here comes a lightning strike from Whitehammer, so that should be a break. Captain Awesome got some clutch kills there, keeping XGN from picking up time by playing a very slow. This is one of the first times I've seen a guy play this particular role for his team in our league, and
The anchor.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, you hear about the. They talked about this actually in the CWL, and they don't do it as much on hardpoint. They do it a little bit, but it's more of a uplink and capture the flag thing. The European teams, they have a position that is the anchor, and they don't push out of that bottom third. And they sit back, they control spawns, they pick up kills, but they're not that active. But, they kind of stop the bleeding when people pull their flags, they hold down spawns, and it's a defined position in European Call of Duty, and it's not in North American. North American players push all four out. So I actually like seeing it. I think the reason that North American
Relic.
teams push out so much is because they're that good that they can. But I don't think that most people
true.
are good enough to do that.
No, they're not. And Relic, something interesting about Relic. Well, he probably, because he missed Ban Protect. He's only got 2 score streaks on right now, and he's got them both. I have a feeling that has to do with the fact that he got into this game late. But
Yeah.
he just
He
put down
probably
some
had,
really nice shots. And,
Might have had a Cerberus.
He probably did. He probably did. But he just really put down some nice shots over there in 10. And, this is going to be tough for XGN, though. This is a tough, Captain Awesome in the next hill. XGN could run into some issues here. This is a chance for TK. Like, they've got to hold this hill. They're very well set up for it.
Oh, I mean, this is by no means over for TK. I mean, I usually use a 100-point differential as the benchmark for when you need to start
Dizzy
worrying.
drop shot is going to... Oh, well, all right, he got cut down. Dizzy drop
Nope.
shot made good inroads, though. That's
Captain
gonna be
Awesome
trouble.
held it down.
XGN's getting in there now. They might
Captain
have a
Awesome
break
is
here.
laying down the Shiva shots. Oh, and the gravity spike hill break. It wasn't as glorious as I hoped it could have been, but it was still quality. So there you go, Swagger. There is your hill break. We're going to switch away from Captain Awesome. He's gotten a lot of hill time due to his gamertag name, which is rightfully deserved in this league. We appreciate clever names.
Check Dizzy drop shot. He's using a Weevil, and I like that.
We are on Dizzy drop. This is one of my favorite spots on Hardpoint and Fringe. Is
Yeah,
this
this is a
back?
good spot.
It covers
Good
the
spot.
flank. Worst case scenario, if the rest of the hill falls, it contests. But best case scenario, you can either pick up kills, cover your flank. I mean, it's a really strong. It's a strong
He
position
kinda
to
left
be
it,
in.
but-
He did. But I mean, I stay there half the time. He's going to come up on both of the TK guys, and looks like somebody blew up there. I think we saw a grenade come in, possibly.
Maintain your momentum.
So about an 80-second advantage for XGN. Let's move
Yeah,
on over
I
to
feel like
Jax.
XGN's they've been right on the verge of being able to do something. It's just these like little things that have been a problem. Like they had that granny hardpoint looked like locked down, and then just one man dropped, and it kind of blew up their defenses. I thought they were going to hold this hill for a while too, and they picked up some time, but it just hasn't worked out yet. I'm not sure.
They haven't had
I'm
that
not sure I can
big
tell you
hill.
why.
Every time you win a hard point, you have one hill where you got 40 seconds or something like that, and that's just kind of the dagger. They haven't had that yet. They've gotten 15 here,
No, they
20
haven't.
there. They haven't had just the big dominant hill. And XGN has already had one. I think they might have had 2 by now. But yeah,
Next
about
with the Elo Kuda.
getting into a little bit of a danger zone here for TK. They really need to
Yeah,
get
this is
time
trouble.
fast. It's not panic mode yet. Not panic mode yet if I'm TK.
Getting there.
They're
Once you
okay.
get to 200, I think that's just about panic mode.
Yeah, I would say about 220, only because that point you'll win off scrap time. But Yeah,
All right,
I
Lex.
mean,
All right, Lex. He's up with those shots, buddy.
we have had some of the best hardpoint comebacks on this map ever.
Yo,
If you
don't kick
remember,
Lex out of this game, man. He is balling out in the hard point right now.
well,
Leading his
Aviator's
team in
connection
kills.
issues
Vote
probably
me
just
off.
made Lex his new sub instead of Relic. So, I have a feeling Lex will be here to stay.
Hardpoint identified.
Lex is impressing me. He's got that Elo Kuda out, and he was doing some good things in that hard point there. He was a big reason they picked up some time there. He was really getting a lot of kills.
Yeah, and Relic, still hasn't used those streaks, or he still hasn't used his lightning strike that he earned quite a while ago.
Yeah,
he also has
he
his
might
Tempest
soon
out,
if
so
they,
we'll see if he decides to use that.
If they lose this hill, I expect him to lightning immediately, and maybe even pop his Tempest, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. He's putting down some sweet M8 shots.
Oh, Relic hurting him. And that will do it. XGN's going to take it. 250 to 118, strong performance. I know they were playing a man down for about the first 30 seconds of this game, maybe. But, they really battled back there, and they jumped ahead on the third hill. On that third hill, they jumped ahead, got the lead, and never looked back, really.
Yeah, their sub came through clutch there with dropping 30 kills. The thing is, though, I think TK had chances. I know that sounds crazy, but I think they had chances in that game. There were a few times where I thought, I told you mid-game, I said, this is where they make their move. This is where they make their move. And I really thought they had good setups, and they just weren't able to hold them. I mean, that Granny's Hill comes to mind, where they had every angle covered. And, as soon as one guy, if you've got every angle covered, though, as soon as one guy drops, it can be trouble for your setup. And their guy on silos dropped, and it ended up being real trouble for their setup. If they hold that Granny Hill, that could have been a different game.
It could have been. I think the score isn't really indicative of how that game went. We've had some games that were 118 to 250, and it was never a contest. That one really was. I mean, TK was pretty close to cracking that one at some point, or at least making it much, much closer. Looking at the MVP for this map, I know you love Relic coming in. You have Relic and Lex coming in 30-21. My MVP right now, I think, is Whitehammer at 28 and 19 with 2 minutes and 20 seconds of hill time and leading the team in defense. Who's your map MVP for this one?
I'll tell you who my MVP is. My MVP is Lex. I have a few reasons. Number one, they were going to cut him, so we started the game with a team kill. I like that.
We respect
Number
that
two,
strategy. That's how you announce your presence with authority.
Number two was that when he was in that mid hard point, when they started to kind of pull away in that middle hard point, he picked up, I think it was 3 separate two pieces, and he kind of ended that game because he was prone for a while. He popped up and he got a 2-piece, and then he changed position and he got another one, and that was when the game was like, it was like 190 to 120 or something like that. I mean, they were ahead, but they hadn't, really solidified it. But because of him, I think they were able to solidify it. So I would give it to him.
I'll disagree, but I think Whitehammer is still my MVP for this. We will reserve judgment until we see the S&D. Now, it's going to take a minute for us to set up this S&D as we start here. So we are going to be switching over to an evac S&D. So I'm going to have to change all the rules here. But while we're doing that, let's talk
evac S&D while you do that.
Let's get a little bit of an outline.
Yeah, I mean, evac S&D is one of those ones where, you go into it and you try to have a plan, but things can get really tricky in a hurry. So a lot of time evac S&D comes down to, gun skill, of course, but also timing. Evac, it might be my least favorite S&D map because there's just so many angles and lanes and things that you have to cover and make sure that you're doing. And a good example of that is, if you're fighting for the A bomb site, whether you're on offense or defense, you're going to have to get a look at glass. And let's just say you're on defense, for example, and you go near flowers and you're looking at top of glass. From that particular spot, even though you're in a power position, there are 3 different ways you can get pushed, and 2 of them you can't really cover. Those 2 being bottom glass and also that side wall run where you can go around the water and the pool. So right away you're kind of on the defensive. You really have to be coordinated as a team so that everybody knows where everyone else is and what you're doing. Because as soon as somebody gets taken out from one of those wall runs or, through a lane that they weren't expecting, the map can just fall apart in a hurry for you. So a couple key things I would say is that definitely be coordinated as a team, push as a team. This is not a map to play hero ball on. You need to kind of stay with somebody, trade kills. Don't run out there by yourself. Don't be that guy running through mid like a crazy person and just get killed immediately. Do not fall off the map on S&D on this map,
Yeah.
because I know everybody's tempted to try and hit these crazy wall runs. But yeah, I think you need to be coordinated on evac, maybe more so than like when you're playing breach. A lot of times you can run towards the middle, get a couple kills. That's not going to happen on evac. If you run out by yourself, you're dead. So stay coordinated, stay together, know what you're trying to do, and do it.
Yeah, I mean the wall run. I'm a big fan of the wall runs on this. If you can do them, I usually won't try the hero. I'll try some of the smaller ones. I won't try some of the hero plays. I do that a lot on uplink, and occasionally I do die trying to do it. But also, I think this is a good map. I mean, this is one that I like. I lean more towards the AR side. I don't really like subs at all on this map. I usually won't run them, but I think this lends very well to a 3-1 setup with 3 ARs and a sub, and maybe one of those ARs is an HVK or a KN that's a little bit more of a ground and pound weapon. What do you think on the guns, though?
Well, I think S&D can go either way. Evac in general is more of a sub map. There just aren't as many long sight lines for ARs. The only one that really jumps out is the one I was talking about with glass towards the A bomb site. Other than that, though, there's a lot of close corners, and this is more of a sub map in general. Now, in S&D, that's a little different because you can use your AR. It's not quite the same as far as those close quarter engagements and the number of them that happen. But in general, I would say evac is a sub map. And in S&D, I don't usually have a preference for what the gun setup should be with teams, other than the fact that please only have 1 sniper on your team. That's one of my pet peeves. When all of a sudden there's like 3 snipers.
Unless you know your sniper is filthy, I don't like running a sniper until you're winning the S&D. Until you have a round advantage, I don't like snipers on my team. Maybe I'm just biased. We have some good snipers, no offense. I don't think we have any phenomenal snipers on our team. BP Kenya is probably yelling at me right now for saying that, although you did beat him. Or no, you guys tied the sniper battle. So
This is not a sniper map either.
I don't like snipers
really
unless,
not.
if you're up like 3-2, 4-2, something like that, and you want a sniper, I guess I understand it. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge sniper fan in general, and I'm definitely not on this map.
Yeah, me neither. This is not a sniper map. It looks like we're just waiting for the lobby to team up.
Okay. Oh, wait, that would be because I have not put team assignments to open. Team assignments are open, boys. Go ahead and pick your teams. Sorry about that. All right. I think that's it. I hope we got everything right here.
Well, if we didn't, we'll find out.
Let me see. Let's go. We got to do our diffuse time is 7.5. Plant time is 5. Let's see here. And it looks like round time is 1.5 minutes. We had Kenya double checking that. So round is now 1.5. We have 6 to win, 7-second diffuse, 5-second plant. And I believe that's about it.
Let's do it.
Wait, hold on. Kenya's fact checking us right now. Let's double check and make sure we got everything here. Respawn delay. Well, there's no respawn, so that doesn't matter. Health regeneration, 100%. Friendly fire is on, of course, because we love team kills here. We have enabled all of the ban protects, score streaks. We are good to go. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our evac S&D.
Interesting to see what they do with their band protects. We saw some unique ones the first round. There's a VMP protect right off the bat. Awareness standard. Ooh, M8 ban. Doesn't hit you as hard on this map, you know. You can definitely survive without the M8 on evac, I think.
Yeah, the awareness ban I don't mind actually. I always run dead silence if I can, but I'm surprised we haven't seen any attacks yet.
Oh, we saw what the teams think about attacks in the first game. They don't ban them and then don't use them, so they probably won't get touched.
All right, so let's see here. Got M8, Man of War, Rapid, Vesper. No surprises there.
Probably with the last one, you know, high cal still needs to go. So I would say high cal and HC probably are your last two.
Yeah, I guess. I would kind of like to see, like, I know we just talked about snipers, but still overkill maybe. Yeah, high cal HC.
Nailed it.
We'll see whether anyone has the horribles to run a sniper.
It won't make. I just don't think it'll be as big an impact on this map. I would be surprised if anybody does.
Oh, you
so
can't.
I can understand why they didn't ban overkill on this map, but in general, I think that's a ban you have to make. You have to. I think more teams should do it. I think you should get rid of overkill. Do not let those snipers run a safety VMP. But I don't think that's going to come into play on this map actually at all. So. Maybe not even worth going into because I don't see a sniper having a huge impact. And I say that probably Lex is the man who's going to bust out 10 sniper kills.
All right. I also noticed that the teams switched on us when we changed the settings. So for all of our people on stream, we apologize. When you see Total Chaos, that is XGN. When you see XGN, that is Total Chaos. And I'm going to mix that up at least 10 times during this game. But we have the wrong logos on teams because we changed settings, and when they picked their teams, they didn't do it. Well, you know, you're better than me, but we try to resemble the CWL in this league, and they mess up their logos pretty much every stream. So I apologize for the jab at the CWL, but we were actually talking the other day about how we have one up on them because we had never screwed up our team names, at least, while that happens quite often for them. And unfortunately, we now are on their level. That's what the stream has come to, Swagger. We are on the level of the CWL because we're screwing up team names.
Well, they'll be able to follow on S&D. It's fairly easy if you just look at the scoreboard, and you can just do it that way by looking at the skulls and who's up and who's down. So.
And unfortunately, they're all named XGN, so I can't go by team names either.
Yeah, well, that's their fault.
So, yeah.
The XGN
that's
Civil
all right.
War is happening tonight.
Yeah. Oh, man. We should have a giant XGN battle royale for the one team that gets to stay the actual XGN. And no, we don't actually want to do that. Oh, but it's all right. We appreciate you, Total Chaos. We're happy that you're here.
Yeah, I was impressed by you in the first game.
Nothing too crazy on the specialists here. You know, we have a Psychosis instead of... I mean, no camo on the side of
active
Total
on
Chaos.
TK is a little surprising.
Yeah.
I think you have to have it in S&D, just like I said, you have to have certain specialists in hardpoint. I think active, you can make some pretty clutch plays with it.
I would have been okay if they took if they took Vision Pulse. I don't
Ugh.
like active over Psychosis.
Or you mean Psychosis over active? Yeah, I
I'm
don't.
sorry,
I don't.
Psychosis over active. I'm okay with Glitch over active. I don't really like Glitch too much, but I've seen some hero plays with it. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I'm
have you
okay.
ever watched me play?
Okay.
You've definitely seen a hero play with it.
Well, I mean, let's not sell ourselves short here. That was God.
But even
Yeah,
I will use active when glitch, like if I'm not, I don't use active because that's Kenya's specialist all the time. But if we're not playing with him and no one's chosen active, I'll choose that over glitch.
yeah, I guess. I would say that about Vision Pulse. I would take the Vision Pulse. If I that's supposed to way, I would have no problem with someone taking Vision Pulse over active. I don't like
Ooh.
Psychosis over active. Looking at the guns here, on XGN, Dizzy, we have a VMP, HVK, VMP, and HVK. On the side of TK, we have VMP, VMP, Weevil, and VMP. So 4 subs set up on the side of TK.
Not surprised.
We're looking
honestly.
at Jax
Not
right now.
surprised to
Oh,
see
no, I'm
that.
sorry. Jax is running a sniper. Jax has a sniper, so
White
we have
Hammer,
overkill
first blood.
class.
Oh, Jax has a
And
sniper. Okay, I'm gonna
yes,
check
he
him out.
does.
Let's see what he's doing.
So we are a 3-3 right now. We have 2 fall
Captain
quickly
Awesome
for
Weevil
TK.
2-piece.
Or sorry, we have 2 fall for XGN because I've already screwed up team names on the stream.
Oh, Jax, the long-range VMP. Nice shot.
Let's move on over to Lex here, who's fighting for his life. And the first round goes to Total Chaos.
Not gonna win that fight against the Weevil, buddy.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Got the long barrel extended mag grip. Weevil. All
For
right.
those of you just joining, you will see reversed names here. Teams switched up on me, and I never swapped them. So TK is actually XGN, and XGN is actually TK, and it is now 1-0 TK, moving into round 2. Let's go ahead and start off with it's either Vice or Verse. I can't decide which one I want to go with here.
It's verse.
We're going to go with Verse.
Whew, Jax first blood with the VMP there.
2 quickly fall for the side of TK, but they're cleaned up by XGN. So let's take a look at
White Hammer's going to have a
Jax.
chance to make a big play. White Hammer's about to pick up a 2-piece. He's coming around the back.
Oh, he's flanking
Hit
him.
your
He got
shots.
one. He
There's
took too
one.
long. Took too long for the second one. He's
Yeah,
going to
he
go down.
might have him. Oh,
Yep.
all right. Let's see if
We are
see
now
if Dizzy
on
can
Jax
clean
in
it
the
up.
1v1. Jax 4-0 to start this S&D. So strong performance here so
Dizzy
far.
drop shot. Grab that bomb,
Bomb is
Dizzy.
down. He's got to get it. He doesn't need to get it. He's gonna take out Dizzy.
Let's go home.
And TK goes up 2-0.
Oh wait, I saw that backwards. I thought Dizzy was picking up the bomb. He was guarding the bomb.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So that was very smart actually. Jax just came in the window, turned on him.
Switching sides.
All right. Let's start.
Eliminate the
Jax
objective.
5-0.
Let's go with
He's
Lex.
earned it. All right, we'll go with
Okay.
Lex. No, I want to stay with Jax. I want to see 5-0. Let's see if he can get some streaks here. He's got the
Oh,
sniper
he's
out.
sniping. All right, yeah. He's got the formal sight on right now. He doesn't see anything, so he's where he knows what's happening here at B. B's about to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, first blood goes to the side of XGN, who's now taken out 2 TK players. We have a 3-on-2 for XGN. We are on with Jax.
Bomb
Not a
down
whole
Lex.
lot of
There you
action
go.
for Jax. Let's switch on over
Yeah.
to the XGN.
Bomb is armed.
Well, see, what's happened here is they had 2 TK guys. They rotated over to A because they didn't see any bomb go down. And, Lex ended up taking a little longer than maybe he meant to, and it worked out in his favor because that delayed bomb plant caused TK to rotate over as Relic just picked up Jax. That's going to be a 1v3 for Verse.
And we are now on with Verse. He's going to get one. He doesn't have enough time, though.
He's got the other two spread out. He's got them spread out. But yeah,
no, he's still got to defuse it. He's going to go down. XGN will take their first game of the series, making it 2-1. So looking at the stats here, Jack's 5-1, pretty strong start on the side of XGN. You know, Relic 5-2. So those two guys kind of leading the way right now. We'll see here. Let's start off.
Check out. Yeah, who do you want to see?
I feel like Relic. We haven't given Relic a lot of love on the S&D side yet, and he's 5-2. So we're gonna go with Relic. Has his Psychosis charged up.
Going fast
He's gonna
mid. Yep, there's one.
Gonna take one very quickly. Gonna get two. As Captain Awesome falls. Bomb is going down, I believe. No, it's not. Oh, he doesn't even. They don't even see him. He eventually does fall too quickly. Fall for the side of XGN.
Ooh, that almost got scary. That almost got scary.
They clean it up. Tie game. XGN evens it up to 2-all.
Yeah, and that kind of gets back to what I was talking about. I mean, that got scary because you saw, you know, XGN guys were just running around the middle, and the TK player right there picked up a pretty easy two-piece, and all of a sudden that got real scary in a hurry. I mean, XGN closed it out, but man, that's what I'm talking about on this map. Stick together, run with a buddy, or at least let your team know what you're trying to do here. Who do you want to start with this round?
We're going to go on with Captain Awesome, starting off with
that.
his VMP over on the B bomb site. We'll see how he's going to run into one of the drones and kind of give away his location as he rotates around the back.
Doesn't matter, though. I think XGN is going to make a move on A. We've got someone on the wall run here. This is Lex. He's about to get an easy kill. Yep. I'm talking about.
I mean, Captain Awesome didn't even. He killed him. Lex was right behind him. He didn't even realize it. He turns around and sees him. He didn't even get first shot, but he did take down Lex before he goes. We are on now with Verse, who is in a 3v1.
He's about, the timing here. He's about to get killed. Oh no, Whitehammer drops right in his face.
Bad luck from Whitehammer. That's not usually a corner you feel like you have to sweep. You know, TK still got to get this bomb down. I'm sorry, XGN still got to get this bomb down.
Yeah, but they know
it's going down nowadays.
So this is a free plant. And now you're gonna have to see what Verse can do to kind of take this bomb site on his own. But look at what XGN does. They're a little bit too spread out for me. Well, no, they've got it set up. This is a good setup.
Check your corner on the way out. You see him. Got one. Has his Psychosis. He's got plenty of time. He's gonna pop it now. As he goes, we'll see.
Dizzy's bottom glass.
Take a look at Dizzy. Dizzy's circling all the way around. He doesn't see. Are we going to have a ninja defuse?
Oh, no.
Are we going to have a ninja defuse? No, he didn't do it. He didn't do it. And now he's going to lose. Doesn't have time to defuse it. Run.
Brutal.
He had the ninja defuse if he had. We talked about this a little bit yesterday. If you come up to a bomb site, you got 30 seconds, 25, 30 seconds. You come up to a bomb site. It's totally clear. You do a quick sweep. At that point, I think I drop down for a ninja defuse almost every time, especially if I'm not in a one-on-one.
That was a tough one, though.
The ninja defuse works probably half the time if you jump right on it. It's only 7 seconds.
We're about to have a big-time battle on the B site. Here comes everybody. We got 4 TK guys and 2 XGN guys.
Oh, and the body stack is going to take out half the TK team. They were all stacked up, and they just plowed right through them. I think it was Whitehammer who just absolutely plowed the TK body stack. Boys, that's what happens when you body stack. Don't do it. It's never worth it.
Yeah, I mean, I did say run together, but that was a little too much. I mean, they were going 4 guys into the B site with only 2 XGN guys there to defend, and XGN traded 1 life for 3.
I don't hate the 4-man hit. That's fine with me. But you need to hit it from like 3 different angles. Have somebody go through mid, have somebody come through top apartment, somebody bottom apartment, something like that, You definitely don't
use if he wants.
You don't send 3 men through the same angle. We are on with
About to have a few
Whitehammer.
engagements at B.
Don't think he saw the TK. Well, you can see him now.
Oh, he
and
sees him
Whitehammer
now.
falls. There's two who quickly go down for XGN, and TK now has the 4-2 advantage.
Lex is wall
We are on
running.
with
It's now
Lex on a
2v3.
hero wall run. We'll see if he falls off
Whoa,
and
Lex.
sets off the swag
Still
meter
alive.
trigger. And he's got him.
There's one. There's one.
There's one. Is now
Oh,
a
no, two.
1v2.
Oh, God.
Although 2 dropped
Oh,
and
God.
Dizzy. Dizzy,
You
what
know why
happened?
it's a
We're on with
1v2?
Lex.
You know why it's a 1v2?
Did Dizzy fall off?
It's all on
Cute
You
wall running?
can't fall off the map in S&D, especially if you're carrying the bomb.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, Dizzy drop
Now he's
shot.
got to
I like
rotate
you, but
all the way back to the bomb
This
site.
round's over. It's over. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Well,
it might not
hey,
be. He's about
we've
to come
seen-
up behind 2 guys. He's about to
Oh
come up
my
behind
gosh.
2 guys.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no.
Oh, you're kidding me. Yeah, you don't deserve that win.
TK.
You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it.
I said we're about to see, like, that just feels like justice, doesn't it? You know,
This wasn't
you
going to
can't
happen.
let
Like,
the...
a first shot and everything. And they just said, no, you're not getting this. You fall off the map, you can't win a round if you have a guy
I think
fall
my
off in a
pet
2v2.
peeve is snipers when you're behind. Yours is definitely the wall run.
No, it's just the wall run. It's in general, like, it is what it is. But in S&D, your life is too important. You can't fall off the map in a 2v2. He knows that. He knows that. I mean, it can happen to anybody. But you just can't let it happen. Relic, all right. Relic gets first blood for XGN. They got to
And
regain
bomb
here
is
because-
already down on the side of... Well, they picked it right back up. So Verse is okay. They've traded out. We're in a 3-on-3. We're on with Verse right now.
Yeah, XGN's spreading out. They could plant. They don't know yet, but they. Oh,
They're
I
about to
like
get
Dizzy
flanked.
drop shot spot right
Whitehammer's
here.
about to flank
There's
them.
attack. There's attack. That's what I like to see. Dizzy drop shot, making up for falling off the map, but he pops camo.
Oh,
Trying
Whitehammer
to get a kill. There we
didn't...
go.
Some less than accurate shooting from one of the TK guys when Whitehammer's able to take this one. They might show it. No, you only saw the tail end. He's going to come in for the 2-piece and clean this one up, but he should not have won that engagement. He did not get first shot off, didn't get first draw, but still put enough bullets in to win. So now we are... XGN has come back to make this a 5-3 game.
Yeah, from
led
0-2
by
to
Relic.
5-3. Yeah, is that who we want to start with then? Relic, since he's still got his dart. I think he's probably going to use it this
You
round.
gotta.
Yeah, he's
gotta.
going to. He's going to use the dart this round. You
He's
gotta
waiting for
close
that
the door while you
10-second
can.
delay, I believe.
This is a tricky map to use the dart on.
Deploy dart.
Alright, so 3v3 when the dart goes out. He's gonna tag one. He, what?
Oh, get
The
your
bomb is
Maverick
down,
on.
At least
Get your
at least
Maverick
he
on.
saw
That's going to get him
that.
one.
Nicely done. Nicely
Unfortunately,
done.
by the
Relic.
time he's done with the dart, he's the only one alive in a 1v2. So we'll see here. Their bomb is down. Although I don't think he cares. Relic appears to be going for the kills.
Yeah, I actually, well, I'd say I agree with that, but he's got a lot of time. He could have picked up the bomb, but, you know, he has no idea where these guys are. And I think Monkey just realized that he's got the bomb down. Yeah, he sees it. Okay. So he's going to play mid, but he's going to drop. All right, here we go. Relic, Captain Awesome, 1v1.
Relic versus... Now, if I'm Captain Awesome, I might run to a corner of the map and hide.
That's what
and
he's doing.
make him put the bomb
he's
down.
lying prone. Lying prone at the A site. He's just, well, he got up now, but he was just basically waiting. And
At this
Relic
point, you know
isn't
you're
gonna have
alive.
time.
Run. Run like hell.
Cycle disinfection up.
Did he
And this
pop
one's going to go to
psychosis?
TK. No, he didn't pop it. He charged it. I don't think he popped it.
Oh, it's ready. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Switching operation ready.
So Relic now, 12-6.
Yeah, but let's go with the TK guy. I feel like we haven't seen them in a while. Let's check
yeah.
out Jax. He's positive. Let's see what they do, because this is a big round for them right here.
Jax has his
Looks like
heat
they're
wave
going to
up.
4-hit B. Oh boy, get ready for a battle. We
Here
got
it
7
comes.
guys headed
Pop
right
the
at
heat
each
wave.
other.
There it is. He's
Heat
going to get at
wave,
least
there's
one.
one.
They know he's there.
Whitehammer gets Captain Awesome, though, so we got 3v3.
Bullets are flying.
Some drones running around. Verse gets one. This is just a cluster. This is just a battle.
And TK has the 3-2. And oh no, Jax falls. He got the first shot off. Couldn't really see that well, but couldn't get enough to trade out. Oh, check your corner. Check your corner, Verse.
Oh,
Going
Verse.
down,
Oh,
and
boy.
it is all up
Oh,
to
boy.
Monkey. He sees one.
Fight for the
He
win.
sees one. They see him. They know where he
He's
is.
got time.
About
He's
to get.
got. All
Yep.
right. Oh, he
And
gets
there it
heat waves.
is.
Game over.
And XGN takes it 6-4 as well as the series. And who else? Lex, the sub that was almost not in the game, ending it for XGN.
Yeah, listen, this man Lex came to play.
You know,
Let me off.
if it
That's
had
not
come
gonna
down to a
happen.
bomb plant for the sixth round, I think Lex deserved to team kill all of XGN and plant it himself for the win.
Oh, approaches.
Yeah, I agree with that.
All right. I think not a lot of debate on the MVP for this one. I'm giving it to
No,
Relic
definitely
at
not.
14 and 6.
Yeah.
I also believe, since there
sure.
was debate about that first hardpoint, who the MVP was, that the matchup MVP also going to Relic.
Yeah, that's a big S&D. 14 and 6. You know, your team's down 0-2. He was a big part of how they climbed out of that. So, yeah, I agree 100% on that one. Good game by Relic. He deserves it.
Yeah. So definitely awesome job there. He will take the hypothetical MVP trophy. If you'd like the physical MVP trophy, he can check out the website and begin his collection that I'm sure a couple of guys will have before long. All right, that will do it. XGN takes it 2-0 on a very close S&D. You know, I think the name of the game there for me, I saw a couple TK engagements where they got first draw or they got first sight. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, when you're playing and you see them first, and so you kind of get that first draw off and you get to start firing first, you need to win those. I saw a couple where they got first, the TK guys got first draw, they saw them first, and they lost the engagement. And those really bite you. If you're getting first draw, especially if it's like an uncontested first draw, if there's not like barriers or if it's not a long range shot, you know, close range, submachine gun on submachine gun, you got to win it. And I think that ended up costing them some of those costly engagements there. Also, you know, let's give our credit to Relic. He clutched up. You know, the rest of the team didn't. XGN, you know, Relic kind of dominated that by himself. So great job to him. Good games to both teams. We're happy to kind of bring our newcomer into this league with a bang. So they went up against one of the stronger teams in the league, and they really held their own. So we're really pumped about TK here. So great job to them. But the series ultimately goes to XGN. Don't forget that you can follow us at Black Pony Gaming. You can also visit our website, www.blackponygaming.com, where you will find previous matchups, the archive, stats, rankings, team store, schedules, everything that you might want. Don't forget to check out our team store. Set yourself up with some awesome BP gear. We're probably going to do some sort of promotion here where if you buy BP gear, take a picture of it and tweet it at us. We will probably have some drawings or giveaways or random selections that could include a casted game with the BP team, or maybe a guest caster against one of the other teams in the league. We'll figure out something like that.
Yeah, if you buy something from the store and tweet it to us, I will play with you or 1v1 sniper battle you. Your choice.
1v1 sniper battle. We got a message from...
You will lose that, but I will do it.
How much would I have to buy to see Team BP dominated by Viral? We'll figure something out to have a Team BP versus Viral. Maybe Team BP will pick up a free agent from the league to play alongside us against Viral. We'll come up with some challenge for that. But make no mistake, it would be domination. I have no qualms saying that I believe Viral would probably smoke me, at least. Kenya and Swagger may stand a chance. But anyway, that is it for the stream. We really appreciate everyone, and we will see you guys next week. Thank you again to both teams, and good game.